Pepsi no better. Coke better. Pepsi bad.
Coke's too sweet.
No, Pepsi's too sweet. That's why I like Coke.
Pepsi's not sweet.
Pepsi is
Pepsi has
so
more sugar.
sweet.
Pepsi has more sugar and more caffeine, I believe.
Coke is way
No. Yeah, no. You got it right the first time. Pepsi's too sweet.
Pepsi's airy. Has some complexity.
Pepsi's all syrup.
Complexity? It's all garbage.
No
Pepsi.
way.
I thought he was saying it was shitty and chastising me for treating myself badly. Instead, he's just saying that Pepsi's better than Coke.
No, I wouldn't drink Pepsi.
Hey everyone, I'm
Aren't you
Oxnard.
something?
You just
I'm
caught us in
Dexter.
the old ongoing Coke versus Pepsi debate.
Pepsi all the
we
way.
live in 1991.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's the 90s where we are. Oh, man. Well, what's up, guys?
Hey, I'm boss.
Hey Dexter.
Well, hello. How were you?
I'm doing all right. We were together this week. Last week
Weren't sure there.
was annoying.
Oh,
was
yeah.
Skype.
Yeah.
Apologies for that. I put an apology at the beginning of the video. It didn't sound that great, but we still talked. It was entertaining.
It was fine.
Stuck through it.
Yeah. No worry about it. I don't remember. Okay.
Who cares? That's what I remember.
Here we are. In the flesh. Now I have to look at you.
Ba, 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 ba. Watching
I can
Saul,
shoot the shit with you and him over there.
What?
For Better Call Saul.
Season 3, Episode 8. It's called Slip.
There's only 2 more episodes left?
Only 2 more.
Wow.
Can't believe it.
This episode went by really fast.
Super fast, and I think it was a little longer than normal.
It was the nacho parts, I think, that just made it fly by. Because you're like, the whole time.
Were you
Made you orgasm?
violently masturbating while watching it?
Ouch!
Where should we begin?
Well, how about the beginning? Now, the one thing, I saw this
Interesting.
online. The Band-Aid box, well, it starts off with Marco and Jimmy. They're breaking into his old home. Which,
No, it's the old store.
Is it the store or their old house?
I thought it was the store.
Okay. So,
Yeah, the store.
He's got a pad full of notes, and he got that wrong.
I wasn't
What?
sure.
Anyway, what?
One thing I noticed, it kind of looked like Chuck's house a little bit, like his current day house with all the lights gone. I don't know if that meant anything.
Chuck's house.
But one thing, a guy...
Chuck's House is like it's like an old 80s or 90s sitcom name. It's
Chuck's
Chuck's
house.
house. Do-do-do-do-do-do.
Chuck's house.
That's the Mentos theme.
Where are we hanging out tonight? Chuck's
Chuck's
house.
house.
Hey, turn off that light.
Everybody, it's Chuck's house.
Put your cell phone in the mailbox and have a blast. Chuck's, house.
Forget about your cares.
Gas lantern. He's like my favorite character on the show. Oh, I run on
Charlie,
propane.
hustle over there.
I'm Peter Propane. How are you?
Hey, Chuck.
Hi, Peter.
Someone pointed out online that Band-Aid box where he keeps all the coins. That's the same in Season 1, Episode 1. Remember the show started black and white? You see Gene, that's his new identity, in his house, and he goes through this old shoebox. In
Right
the
for the
shoebox,
tapes. Is that?
you see the Band-Aid
Wow.
container.
Oh, my God.
Just
catch.
Just to show you
The
how
layers.
detailed Vince Gilligan and his troupe are.
Also, Oxnard noticed that, this is jumping ahead briefly, that Kim has a box of leftovers in a scene later on after she was at a restaurant.
Right? Is that
It's
really
another,
worth bringing
it's
up?
another detail. That's the keen eye.
My next question was,
that he
does it need to
has.
be refrigerated? And if not, what are the leftovers?
Oh, yeah, what is it?
I don't know.
Maybe she already ate them. That was a loud S whistle. Maybe she already ate them.
You already ate...
Well, maybe she already ate the leftovers. And that's just the empty container. I don't know.
Yeah, one of my brilliant observations, anyway.
We should write Vince. We're on a first name basis.
All right, do you want to...
V-Man!
Do you want me to just go through all my... I had overall observations.
Let's have them.
All right, so this could... Maybe we can talk about
Number
each
one, we already covered with that leftovers thing.
So the
what's
episode
next
is
one?
called Slip.
Yes.
And so I just wrote down every instance, whether physically or metaphorically, something slips.
Wow.
All right, Jim literally slipped on a drumstick. Metaphorically, he slips back from being an honest person into being a dishonest person.
Exactly so.
Kim slips Howard a check.
Ah.
Nacho obviously slips Hector the pills.
Right.
The secretary slips the Hawaiian magazine
Aha!
behind her work papers.
Oh, slippery. Everybody's slippery in this one. You know
And-
what's a gross word? Slick. That just occurred to me because I was going to say everyone's slick. And I was like, that kind of
Doesn't
grossed
bother me.
myself
Yeah,
out.
I think of like a cool guy like, yo, slick.
No, that's different than if you're thinking about somebody like all oiled up. And it's like, oh, yeah, I'm all slick.
Well, I think you
about
say
that?
I'm all greasy.
I know, but I'm saying, so the greasy's fine, but it's gross if someone says slick. You
I
know what's
guess.
another gross word? Slit. Did we talk about this?
What is going on?
That I don't know. I'm just thinking about words now that gross me out. Don't touch my hand. You tried to hold my hand.
I'm putting my hand in
All of a
this
sudden,
area.
I say the gross word slit, and he's grabbing my hand.
I never sit on that couch. I don't know
Don't
what the
touch my
hell's going on over
slit,
there.
boss.
Slurp.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, slurp.
Oh, slit.
All right, I agree.
Ugh,
Slit's gross.
disgusting.
slab.
Moving
a
on.
slab of something.
No, slab I like.
Slab of
Slab the killer.
slab of slick meat. Is that gross?
Let's move on.
All right. Kim sees Jimmy on his back
I got distracted.
after slipping and thinks that he's slipping, like he's not going to be able to pay his way. And she goes back to
And
call
when she
back.
crouches, you could see her slip.
Oh,
okay.
shit.
Just kidding.
I know, but that's a good one, dude. Took me a second.
So those are just a list of slipping physically.
What about Chuck?
Well, here's my next point. There are also power shifts and juxtapositions. People slipping into other positions.
Whoa.
And the therapist points out his Freudian slip. Just kidding. She does. She does.
Oh, okay. I thought you had another one I was going to add to the list. Nacho over Hector. Nacho now has the power over Hector because he successfully gave him the pills.
But he's still very. See, I don't feel that.
Well,
way.
that leads. Hold on.
I don't feel that way.
We'll get to that.
Yeah.
Kim over Howard. There's a shift there. Jimmy over the twins.
Howard over Chuck.
Howard over Chuck. Jimmy over the community service guy.
Yeah.
I put Gus over Mike, even though I think you said now they're like more
Well,
of an
see,
equal
because we were
footing.
talking about there were a lot of excellent shots. Boss, the cinematography.
Yeah.
Cinematography.
was so good.
Director of photography was
camera
on
placement.
game here.
But we talked about the great shot where Mike is digging in his closet for his money, very similar to Breaking Bad, looking from the floor up at Mike.
What you get is you see overhead shot of Saul on his back looking down on him. Cut to under shot.
Yes.
Basically the same shot visually, but the camera is now below Mike
Yeah.
looking up at him. I don't know.
I
I don't
wonder if
know.
that represents something in the future, like Mike doing something like taking money from Jimmy in the
Yeah,
future.
it might be
Something, because they do have...
Well, in Breaking Bad, what's their relationship in Breaking Bad? Like,
well,
isn't
you
Mike,
know that they
Mike-
have had a relationship, but Jimmy Saul at that point is afraid of Mike, I believe.
right? That's what it symbolizes. that.
But also, he might be afraid because he knows he works for Frang,
Right.
and maybe he's involved there. But that's jumping ahead.
Frang.
The other shot is when Mike is talking to Gus, and Mike goes to Gus because he's got $200,000. He can't get it to his family without it looking weird, and now he's looking for a way to launder it, basically. And he goes to Gus because he has this legitimate business, and they're talking about maybe some kind of plan to work this out. They have to be careful because if the Salamancas see them together, that
Right.
could be bad for everybody. So, but there's a great shot of Gus standing up, and the camera's really like pointing upward at him, and he's just so, it's so powerful because he's in control.
Yeah, it's very basic cinematography
Yeah.
techniques, like the person in position of power
Towers over you.
towers over. The same thing with talk show hosts like David Letterman. No matter how tall the guest is, you'll always see Dave's desk is always going to be. He's always going to be the head that's a little higher.
Yeah. But then Oxnard, you notice it's not as dramatic nearly, but the camera's also angling up toward Mike, and it was almost like very steep at looking up at Gus, then less steep looking up at the two of them. Then the handshake is centered.
Right.
So I thought it was like they're kind of on an equal footing at the end.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know. That's the sense that I got.
Another power shift or juxtaposition is Chuck over his own condition. He's realizing it is more psychosomatic, and he's taking steps to just get over that.
Yeah.
These are all instances of people slipping into different positions. The next step is fall. So that's the title of the next episode is fall.
Nice.
My prediction, all of these shifts in position and slips will be detrimental to most involved or especially disastrous to just one. So I'm predicting maybe Nacho, who did have a shift in power and a slip, but he's not done yet.
Yeah.
He still has to
Right.
then get the bottle back.
So that's where I was going to say, we'll get to it.
He's so
Well,
fucking...
I'll say there,
he
because...
is so dead. That was the worst plan I've ever seen.
So nerve-wracking.
Yeah, so before you guys saw it,
terrible.
yeah, I asked you guys, one character tonight does something a certain way. How would you have done this a different way?
Nacho basically we're talking about when he tries to do like the kind of sleight of hand things, throwing that bottle of pills, his fake pills into...
It's just ibuprofen.
Salamanca's jacket, right?
Right.
And how he's practicing, and it's horrible. And then, oh my God, when they're sitting there in the restaurant, and Nacho's counting money, and he's like,
I was doing
how the
this.
fuck do
I was grabbing my whole head, and I felt like I had to turn it off, and I was like, oh, I'm stressing out too much. I might have to watch this at a little later point.
There's no way he didn't know that he switched those.
Well, so what happens is...
I think it's definitely... He definitely knew. That's what I think.
Let's break it
You think
down.
he noticed it?
Oh,
he was
yes.
just playing along?
He's not a fucking idiot. You gotta be... I mean, he's pretty dumb, but you gotta be so dumb. You gotta be so dumb not to notice
Why
that.
would he be...
Or hear the pills shaking around as he's changing them.
Well,
What we're talking about...
They
real
showed the
quick,
cook clattering around with the pans, you know?
We're talking about when basically Nacho has to take the pills, Salamanca's pills, that are in his coat pocket. He's damaged the AC, so there's no air conditioning, so he's trying to make it hot so that Don Hector will take his coat off because he knows he keeps his pills in his jacket pocket somewhere.
And you said it's also a good excuse if he has flop sweat.
Yes.
The AC's off, yeah.
I thought so.
Oh, yeah, makes sense.
And so he's got to do that. Then he's got to change... dump those pills, but save them, and then put his dummy pills in, and then return the bottle. Okay, so that's the first half. And now the second half of this plan, after we'll see what happens if Don Hector takes one of the fake pills and it doesn't work and he would die, Nacho has to replace the bottle replace the pills with the real ones, so there's no suspicion.
But
like
what I
Mike
would have...
said. So that's what we're talking about.
The smart thing to do would be to just replace one of his pills.
But then,
because then there's no evidence left. He eats
but he might not get it.
He's going to finish the bottle eventually.
Yeah, but he's not poisoning him.
Also,
he's just
there's a time
He's
frame.
replacing the pills with ibuprofen, which wouldn't do anything. He has like a stroke, and he probably has stroke risk. And the nitroglycerin.
They're gonna find. Aren't they gonna find the pills and maybe they? What if a detective gets them analyzed and they're
but that's the thing. That's why he has to replace them. So now that's why this whole nerve-wracking thing where we're watching Nacho drop money behind him, pretending to do all this stuff, and almost grabbing his ass. Nacho almost grabs Hector's ass, trying to find
what is going on?
Nacho, later.
There's definitely easier ways to
what he
kill
has
him.
to do. This is only the
Besides
first half. You don't like this
ridiculous plan? No,
I'm saying you don't like this plan. This isn't the whole plan.
I know, but that's why. Even this part was ridiculous.
Well, consider this. Maybe this is the only real time Nacho is even alone and around Salamanca. Maybe this is his only window to do that. So that's one thing to keep in mind.
What about a car accident? That's what I would do. Car accident.
Well, how would
accident.
How would you do that?
I don't know. It's got to be way easier than this. There's got to be a million ways to make a car accident happen.
That was my question.
What if you're driving him places?
Then you just run off.
But Nacho doesn't drive him.
What if he does? I don't know. How does he get there?
Well, if all of a sudden Nacho, the guy who's never driven him before, drives him and gets into an accident,
how do you know?
what the fuck?
How do you know he doesn't drive him
drive
places?
you today?
I've never seen him drive him.
Well, that's why we haven't seen how they get to that place. So maybe he does.
I think he has these two other guys who drop him off there. My other question is this: who is that cook cooking for?
Takeout orders.
Right? And I understand they're laundering.
He's just prepping. He's prepping the food.
Well, I understand.
It's not made fresh to order.
It's all like a front. They're laundering the money.
Yeah.
So they're probably getting in meat and stuff. So
but he's cooking a lot of fajita
I have a
meat.
feeling he's cooking a lot, and they just throw it out. That's the only. Either that, or maybe he is prepping, and they do this drug dealing stuff before the store opens or something. But
yeah, maybe.
I like the idea that he is the actual boss, the cook.
Oh yeah, we were joking around that after Nacho does all this stuff. He does all this stuff with he drops money accidentally behind Hector so that he can get Hector's pills. Mm-hmm. Then he goes back to the table. he changes the pills out. Now he has to get the bottle back in. So he's like, oh, do you want more espresso? And so he's going to go to the espresso machine. As he's walking past, he throws the pills. He has to throw them. He chucks the pills into the pocket.
Slips it.
Yeah, and then he's like, oh, thank God, it worked. And then the joke is that he looks up, and the cook is just staring right at him.
I didn't see nothing.
I saw it all, mijo. Yeah.
He's rubbing his fingers together.
He's just holding a big cleaver.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. So, yeah, now, boss, he has to... When Hector
plan.
goes to take a pill and it doesn't work and he dies or he strokes out or whatever, Nacho has to somehow switch the pills back. How the hell is that going to happen?
The next episode's called Fall. I think we're going to see either a lot...
Could be Mike falling into... I don't know. That's as drastic. I was going to say Mike kind of falling into the underworld now, even more. Because he's already in there, basically, let's face it.
Right.
But
the other thing is, should Salamanca be drinking all this espresso with a heart condition?
Oh, God, that's true.
Of course.
And maybe like Nacho, that's why he say, "Oh, you want more espresso? And, take the espresso."
Wait. Yeah. Forget the heart condition. The air conditioner doesn't work. It's hot as hell. Why is he drinking espressos?
Yeah, I was thinking about that too.
I'm telling you, I have relatives and they're Spanish, and there's something about they don't mind the heat, and they will drink espresso.
Yeah.
Maybe they like to sweat.
They're used to the heat. That's why I was like, everyone's sweating their ass off. Salamanca's still wearing his jacket. They've been there for hours, I presume.
Oh, yeah.
Because Nacho's really sweaty. He's all pitting out and everything. Man. I was surprised. I wouldn't have been surprised if Salamanca never took his jacket off. That would have been hilarious.
Yeah, it would have been hilarious.
Like, the fuck?
But that was a great scene. It really shows how good this show is. Because you can have that kind of scene in another show, but I'm telling you, the amount of anxiety the show makes you have, it's so good. Even the secondary characters, even the tertiary actors, everyone is so good.
Yeah. You know what was another great thing about this scene? And when we were watching it, boss, you even mentioned this. When he has Hector's pills and he's making the exchange, you don't hear the loud sizzling of the meat anymore. You don't hear all the money being counted. It gets very quiet, and you just hear you hear the pills being spilled.
I think that's an artistic choice, though.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying you hear that, and then boss was like, how does Salamanca not hear this? And that was the whole point. It created that suspense because it's so loud to us. You're thinking, oh my God, he's going to get caught, making the pill. And he drops the one pill. It's this is so loud.
Have you ever tried to, in a house full of people who are asleep, and you're trying to sneak,
Everything sounds loud.
To the bathroom?
Yeah.
Everything sounds super loud. But then in the morning you ask them, and they're like, no, I didn't hear anything. But at that time, to that person trying to sneak, it's like,
oh, yeah.
you know?
When you try and fart when everybody's asleep, and you're letting it out as slow as possible, it's just like...
It's a trumpet.
And you're like, oh God, I'm gonna wake everybody up, and then they're gonna smell it, and they'll know it's me.
All right, so let's see.
What's your next observation?
No, that was basically it. That was a major scene. People want to hear us talk about that scene.
That was
first.
the theme of.
So
the
just
episode.
to go chronologically, Mike in the last episode, Mike he helps the baseball dork. After talking to Anita talks about how difficult it is because they never found the body of her husband. Right? That was one of the things.
Okay.
He was in the Navy.
What was that about?
So he was in the Navy.
Shit.
And then Mike is talking to her, and Mike's just like, "Yeah, that kind of sucks. That you lose a loved one, you don't get this closure." And if you remember early on, Mike set up that tread in the dirt. Remember, he was putting nails to a garden hose, I think, last season to slow down one of Salamanca's trucks, the ice cream truck.
Oh, okay.
And so remember that Good Samaritan shows up.
Yes.
And they kill him and bury him in the desert. Nacho was there for that.
Is that who that was?
Yeah, so it's
holy shit.
Mike just felt bad because talking to Anita, he knows oh, yeah, that does suck, and I don't want someone to go through that. So he goes out there, finds the body.
I thought that was her husband.
No. There's a complete different...
I thought that's what you were telling me.
Good Samaritan.
Yeah, but I thought the Good Samaritan was her husband for a second. I thought that's what was being revealed to me. Okay, I understand. The guilt trip on him.
It's basically it is a guilt trip, but it's also showing his character.
Right. He still has
that
humanity.
The great thing that this show does is, and It's all in that speech, I think, from season 1 that Mike has. Remember, very dramatic, where he's talking about the cops that screwed over his son.
Yeah.
And he says, like, and he also has this great moment with the dorky baseball guy where he says, like, look, you took something and you sold it. You're a criminal.
Yeah.
Whether you're going to be a good or bad criminal, that's up to you.
Yeah.
And I think that's the whole, from Breaking Bad to everything, because even
There's
Gus...
even good criminals. Even criminals have moral code.
What this show is teaching me about Gus...
So there is honor among thieves.
Yeah, Gus is a really good... He's a criminal, but he's a really good guy. He's telling, like, Mike offers him, how about 20% of the $200,000? He's like, I'm not going to take money from your family.
Also, he's like a pillar of the community.
Yeah,
he does very good things for the community.
And so this is really solidifying what a beast and a monster Walter... Even though I still think Walter White is a hero, but what an evil guy Walter White...
he's a monster. Well, also, think about Gus, because he does this stuff, and then without blinking an eye, slits the guy's throat who's been with him for like 10 years or something.
He did that because that guy was seen at the crime scene where Jesse shot Gail.
Yeah, but still.
And also he was messing up he started making the meth, and Gus just does not. So that was also to make a point to Walter, but also something that he knew that guy was going to have to be killed anyway. So
now I have a question for you, because we're talking about slips. Do you think that Mike giving that, digging up the body and letting the cops know about it, because he calls from a payphone somewhere and he wipes his prints off and whatever, but do you think that's a slip, letting the cops know about that body?
No, because I was thinking about this, because I thought, first of all, I'm out there with a metal detector looking for arrowheads. Arrowheads are made of rocks. So, but this is the beauty of it. That's like the perfect call to do the police, because all the police are going to do, like, some old idiot doesn't know, he's looking for arrowheads with a metal detector, he found something. It's like there's no leads.
Yeah.
And he's, he was a cop, so he knows what to say to them.
Yeah.
He
That's
did
true.
it the right way. They're not going to find out who that was.
Yeah.
They can track down the payphone, but he's going to be...
You don't think it's going to, like, lead to anything that leads to Nacho, that leads to Mike or something? Or that you don't think it's going to... I wasn't even necessarily thinking, it's going to get back to Mike. It's going to get back to other people that were involved, and then that's going to hurt Mike, because now he's going to be in trouble with these bad people.
It might. Yeah, that could all tie together, and
I don't think so, but...
If they do, that's great. That just shows how intricate and complicated they can make this story without fucking it up. That's the thing. Yeah. Everyone's waiting for them to fuck up, like,
it's gonna happen.
What about this? That doesn't make sense now.
See, this is one of the things. This is it reminds me of Goodfellas in the sense of the kind of storytelling it is. Like Goodfellas, that is the kind of like this lifestyle that they live where they're making all this money. And they live in this violent world. It never lasts. It's going to come to an end, and it's going to come to a violent end.
Yeah, it's Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think and this is, again, doing that story, it shows, like, none of this is possible. You cannot sustain this life.
I have another comment about Nacho's plan. It also didn't make sense when he was practicing. He was walking towards the jacket from behind, and when he does it, he walks towards the jacket. It's facing him.
Oh, interesting.
Exactly. So maybe he was practicing the wrong way.
So that he would be better the other way.
Yeah.
He's like,
I didn't.
If I got it the wrong way, I'm guaranteed to get it the right way.
And I really wondered, like,
that's interesting.
Does that mean something?
The only reason that would mean anything is if that wasn't part of his plan, if he meant to do it from behind. But either way, it's a fucking stupid plan.
Now, wait, how would you do it, boss?
I don't know. I would figure out a safe.
He doesn't
I
even
would
have
figure
a plan.
out
at least Nacho has a plan.
I'd figure out a much safer way to do it. This is too much risk involved.
He doesn't want to poison him. He just wants him not to be on the medication that's keeping him from having a stroke.
This is like the only way that he can think of doing it without really calling attention to himself. Right. Otherwise, anything else calls attention to him.
He has a health problem that's probably going to catch up to him sooner or later.
Everybody knows he has this problem.
Yeah.
Everybody knows he has to take these pills in the moment when he's suddenly... Now, wait, how is he going to get him riled up? Is he purposely going to go, like, give him bad news or something?
I think it's the espresso.
Or he's just going to give him espresso and go, like, boo!
You know, at 7-Eleven, they have those little shooter things. You can add, it's like a creamer, but there's like an extra shot of caffeine in it.
Yeah.
Just, throw
give
that
him
in
a
the espresso.
5-hour energy, but put like 10 of them in there.
Yeah, like chocolate-covered espresso beans and Red Bulls and Monster energy drinks.
An injection of espresso.
Yeah. So that's the first part with Mike. Chuck and his psychiatric doctor. Chuck is very excited about getting his life back to normal. And I noticed this when he says he wants to be surrounded by friends and colleagues. He does not say family.
Ooh, wow.
Kind of sad. And Chuck, it's psychosomatic. He knows it is.
Right.
And so he's developed this kind of system where he's in the grocery store and he has to point out like gray floor.
It's like I think it's to like distract him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
put his mind that he's
Purple sweater.
yeah.
Red apples.
Big dick.
So is he having? Is it?
It's just a creep standing in the middle of the aisle.
He says he's physically
Thank you.
feeling pain.
Yeah, well, he's been putting the pain on a scale
Starting.
from
He's
1 to
doing
10,
homework.
and he's putting the situation in the times in which that pain occurred, and
Journaling.
yeah, and he said he's taking some kind of medicine. I wonder what the medicine is.
It's
Like a antipsychotic.
It's $15,000 whiskey. That's what the medicine is.
Yeah,
Or rubber pills.
Chuck. This is a 350-year-old McCutcheon Premium Plus.
McCutcheon. Tabernacle
I'm thirsty.
Plus.
Yeah,
Jerry Delight.
you don't even want to know what it cost me.
The
I
twins.
had to give up a small child to get it.
Sklar Brothers, the twins at ABQ Music, whatever that stupid store is.
Albuquerque Music, I guess.
Yeah, they're screwing over Jimmy, and this just helps Jimmy solidify the fact that he needs to be dishonest to make it. And you see it in the opening of the thing.
Suck.
He starts talking about how his dad would he's going to chase this guy down to give him back this rare coin, and he went out of his way to help people with a sob story.
He was honest, and it fucked him over in the end.
Yeah, and it just shows, Gus, who's a criminal doing illegal things, is still doing these deals, and he's very honest. Meanwhile, these Sklar brother twins, they're in a legal
Dickheads.
business, but they're trying to screw over people.
Yeah.
So it just shows, it doesn't matter. It's just, you're going to be fucked over. You got to meet the right people. And if the right people happen to be doing criminal things, yeah, you know what? You'll be fine.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Everybody, break the law. It's
Everything
fine.
always works out.
But be a
in the
good
end.
person.
But be a good person
Be
if
like
you
Gus.
break the law.
Right.
I would
Don't
work,
rob.
You
don't
have
rob
my
us.
consent.
I'd work for Gus in a second. I don't know to what
Yeah.
capacity.
Well, sure, he'd win you over with his inspirational speeches.
I'd be like, Gus, you want to start a podcast?
My friends.
I will edit it for you, equalize the sound, clean it up, take out the noise in the
Pollos
background.
Hermanos podcast.
You know that sizzle on the grill for the chicken? I can take that out, man. You won't even hear it.
Chicken talk.
With Gus.
With Gus.
Fring. Fring talk.
Habla chicken. Habla pollo. I don't know how to speak Spanish.
It would have been a funny cross connection thing if Jimmy ended up doing a commercial for the Mexican place.
What about,
Salamanca?
what about he did a commercial for Gus? Can you imagine?
Nah, the Mexican place.
You wouldn't want any more attention than those.
No, he
places.
already
Gus
knows,
has plenty
yeah.
of business.
That
he
would be
doesn't need
funny.
it. That's true. That would be funny.
He tries to. You see, the different pitch meetings at the carpet store, the recliner
Yeah.
store, Gus Fring.
Or you know what would have been
No,
funny?
thank you.
If he's doing the thing, the pitch meeting, gets out of the carpet store, and then he's like, oh, what are we going to do? And he looks, and he sees Pollos Hermanos, and he's like, nah. And he just moves on.
I wonder if they shot something like that and
wonder.
then got rid of it.
And they thought better of it. Because idiots like Gus would have been like, yeah! Oh, let's analyze this. What another great detail.
You see that drumstick on the ground? It was bitten once.
Oh, the cinematography of that show is incredible.
Now, when Jimmy falls and slips there, I looked this up. That's actually a stunt double, but they CGI'd Bob Odenkirk's face to him.
Oh, wow.
Because I thought he did it, because that's one shot you see Jimmy turn
Yeah.
and he slips. I thought
Wow.
he actually did it.
Well, that was seamless.
It was seamless.
CGI. I didn't know.
Because I was watching it now again for the second time. I was like, wow.
I never would have fucking thought that. I thought he did it too.
Yeah,
That's incredible.
good stuff. All right. Kim is at the restaurant talking with Gatwood and the lady from Miersa Verde. We have a Moscow Mule.
No, that's not Gatwood.
No,
Gatwood's
has
the buddy that guy. Oh, he didn't know whether he'd take a big old Texas shit or
Right,
wind
right.
his big old country watch or whatever the
One of
fuck
my
it
friends.
is. It's like a Dan Ratherism.
So know whether the fuck or shit. Part of my German.
Get off the fuck or shit in the ass.
I'm a Texan.
I'm sorry. That's just how we talk out here in Texas.
You bastard, George! You son of a bitch! Maybe not as much as this bastard. Look at that little bastard. What? Seinfeld reference.
Come on, man, don't be a son of a bitch.
Jean-Paul. Jean-Paul.
Yeah, so what happened?
So they're at the restaurant. Yeah, Kim, you can tell she, everything she's doing is for Mesa Verde, and the girl there doesn't kind of want her to do that. She wants Kim to focus at Mesa Verde, and Howard shows up, and
Charlie hustles.
I wrote down Howard is never not seen in a suit.
That's true.
He seems to be purely for public relations. My theory is that he sucks as a lawyer, and the reason he helps Chuck so much is because Chuck is the star lawyer there, and without Chuck, I don't know.
Everything falls apart. It's a house of cards.
He doesn't have a family.
Yeah.
He doesn't seem to have any friends.
His father dead, right?
His father was, his father and Chuck were the guys who formed the company.
Right,
and then when Howard came of age, his father just brought him in, pure nepotism. So he probably, just from a young age, that's all he knows.
Right.
And so...
He's a salesman. That's a great theory, and then when we were talking about that, it's basically like Howard's a salesman, and you see him out here he says to Kim, I'm doing damage control 24/7 because you and Jimmy, fucked up our reputation with that stunt you pulled, and, Yeah. And so, he's a salesman. He's like an empty suit. All he's there to do is promote. And Chuck's just sits in his dark cave doing all the work behind the scenes, basically. And then he had Kim, who was doing a great job, and he put her through law school, and that's the whole thing in the restaurant. She tries to pay him back so she's not in his debt, because he comes over to the table where she's talking to the country guy, the big Texas guy.
We got a definite date. So that happened on March 4th, 2003. And, boss, how much was it on the check? We're talking about this. 14,000?
14,000.
Excellent
contribution. Good talking about.
Good job. Good.
I had no idea what he wanted me to
job.
say. Yeah. What the fuck was that? 14,000 for law school?
Maybe that was just for the last course.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, just shows
now, what do you
think?
I mean, do you think it was that like that in 2003?
No, it wasn't that cheap. No way.
Well, it was just.
Well, it wasn't even. Now wait, that wasn't. How long has she been a lawyer? How long has she been out of law school? Because it could have been it could have been 5 years before.
Yeah, it could have been the remainder of your loans, or something like that.
Interesting.
It's just funny that she's not $100,000 in debt to a college.
Right? Yeah,
in this
should be like everybody else. Jerk.
Yay!
At least she's doing something with her degree.
That's true. Not a lot of people can say that.
Jealous about that. Oh, yeah, but Howard comes over and he's like, Kim, sit. I insist. And
he's talking about doc
so
review
condescending
or something, and just telling
stuff
stuff to
you were my protege, and now you're blah blah blah.
Trying to put her down in front of these two people who have her on this high pedestal, and just he's just being an ass.
I like that. Was that one of the only times? I don't think it was the first, but I can't recall another time where Howard was really visibly angry.
Yeah, no, there's the first time
emotional. You know.
He's angry, and what's funny is that when he's angry, I don't feel any threat whatsoever.
Oh no, I just thought I felt bad for him almost.
Like Walter White gets angry, and I get nervous. Howard gets angry, it's kind of funny.
Well, because he's the one who knocks.
Oh, he knocks hard. Oh, he knocked. He knocked on Gus's door. I'm here. It's me, Walter White. Jesse.
Can I come in?
Jesse. All right. Nacho puts the ibuprofen pills in the thing, makes a switch. Chuck at the supermarket. We talked about that. Kim sees Jimmy with the guitar playing "Smoke on the Water," which he was not playing
badly.
Yes,
it wasn't it was the wrong notes, the wrong chords.
And Kim sees that, kind of feels bad for Jimmy, thinking he's not going to be able to, pay his way through. So she goes back and says, "Hey, put that Gatwood guy oil on the line so I can take that case." You know
what's interesting too in the nacho scene with Salamanca? I just noticed this. I know they've been doing it, but Nacho rolls up the money and he puts it in the bag, and it's like these rolls of money.
Yeah,
I remember in the episode where he's with the big Don down in Mexico or wherever he is. Yeah. Or Julio or something. Elio, whatever.
Cornholio.
Cornholio, right?
Yes. Don Cornholio, sí.
Fring gives the money, and it's like these airtight sealed bricks, blocks of money, and the Don's like, from now on I want all my money to be like this. Ooh, this is perfect. See? And now, but Salamanca still does it the other way.
Well, he hasn't delivered it to him yet.
No, but I don't think he does it at all. He doesn't do. How is he doing that? I don't think it's happening like that.
Just unroll it. Then pack it
Unroll
up.
it.
Salamanca doesn't change. Who packs it?
I don't know, one of the
I
goons.
don't think-
One of the
I don't think
hooligans.
they do that. I don't think they do that.
Well, odd speculation. Oh, wait, not odd. Pointless
I
speculation.
don't think so.
Think again, asshole. All right.
Yeah, right.
You're right.
What else? We talked about Gus and Mike.
Oh, the other big thing, and maybe we can watch this clip. Jimmy helps the drug dealer by turning the tables on the community service guy.
That was hilarious.
Great. To me, that's like full-on Saul. He's Better Call Saul.
He's doing the con game again. He's he slipped right into it.
Here, want me to pause
like
this?
a glove.
I'll put this clip in the video, too. It was just...
Oh, yeah, but did you see what I was talking about there? All of a sudden, it got very quiet. You don't hear anything else. It's just him. You just hear him doing the pills.
Big deal.
And the music.
It's really loud.
No, but I'm saying that
Rattling of pills.
it gives
I'm
you...
gonna take a tick. We're gonna go to a fucking Mexican place right by the grill. I'm gonna get some Tic Tacs.
Yeah, but they're not hard pills. They're gel
No,
capsules.
also, the point is that
You heard
the
him rattling
filmmakers...
like Tic Tacs.
Well, the camera's right there on his crotch.
Yeah, no, I'm
Crotch
saying
cam.
it was a choice to do that because it increases the anxiety because
Yeah,
it
I'm
sounds so
telling
loud.
boss.
Gonna
That's
That's
be
what I'm
too
telling
loud.
him, and I
I'm
feel like he's not getting that.
I understand what you're saying, but
Okay.
it's pointless because it's gonna be loud enough so he could hear it anyway.
I don't think so.
Okay. Anything else about that scene?
You got to take soft pills like that. Don't take Tic Tacs.
Explained. It's stupid.
Tic Tacs are the loudest thing you could practice with.
So this was the first time we see Jesse and Walter White get to Saul.
Okay.
Talk to me, guy. Come on, just tell me what you want. Jesus. Oh, no. No, it wasn't me. It was Ignacio. He's the one. Oh, no. Siempre soy amigo. Siempre soy amigo del cartel.
Shut up! I just speak English.
Lalo didn't send you? No, Lalo?
Who?
Oh, thank God. Oh, Christ. Oh, I thought... What can I do for you, gentlemen? Anything, just tell me what you need.
This afternoon, an associate of ours offered you $10,000. You should have taken it.
Wait a minute, this is in regards to what's his name?
Badger. Brandon Mayhew.
The uncle, the uncle, that was your guy? No offense, guys, but I don't take bribes from strangers, you know. Better safe than sorry, that's my motto. But I'll take your money, sure.
Ah, that offer's expired, yo.
Oh, it was kind of low anyways, but okay, I'll take it. Just tell me what you need, all right? I'm easy. I'm gonna keep a happy thought and assume this is just a negotiating tactic.
All right. Listen to me very carefully. You're going to give Badger Mayhew the best legal representation ever. But no deals with the DEA. All right, Badger will not identify anyone to anybody. If he does, you're dead.
Why don't you just kill Badger? I mean, follow me, guys, but mosquitoes buzzing around you, bite you on the ass. You don't go gunning for the mosquito's attorney. You go grab a fly swatter, I mean, so to speak. I mean, all due respect, do I have to spell this out for you?
We're not killing Badger, yo!
Then you got real problems, okay? Because the DEA is going to come down on your boy like a proverbial ton of bricks. I mean, I don't think I'm going out on a limb here, but hey, he's not going to like prison. He's going to sing like Celine Dion, regardless of what you do to me.
Mr. Mayhew?
Recognize your cough. Take that mask off, you know, get some air. Go on. Take it easy. Breathe in, breathe out. All right, I'm gonna stand up, all right? Because I got bad knees. That's better. Okay, now listen, the three of us are gonna work this out.
Yeah? How?
First things first, you're gonna put $1 in my pocket, both of you. You want attorney-client privilege, don't you? So that everything you say is strictly between us. I mean it. Put $1 in my pocket. Come on, make it official. Come on, do it. That's it, come on. Just $1. What? All right, now you, ski bum. Come on, give with $1. Go on. Be smart.
What? Well, I got you 5.
I'll take a 5. Come on already, come on. Be cool. Okay, you're now both officially represented by Saul Goodman and Associates. Your secrets are safe with me under threat of disbarment. All right? Take the ski mask off. I feel like I'm talking to the Weather Underground here.
Just do it.
Okay, so if a prison shanking is completely off the table, and we're sure of that,
No shaking!
all right, all right. And the way I see it is, somebody's going to prison. It's just a matter of who.
So Ignacio is Nacho, isn't it?
Is it?
Isn't Ignacio... Are we recording?
Oh, yeah, we're still recording.
Okay. Isn't Ignacio Nacho? Because he says, it wasn't me, it was Ignacio! Or whatever.
Well, I just wanted to show that clip just because...
No, but when they pull the hood off Saul and he sees the grave, and he starts freaking out, he thinks it's the cartel.
Right.
And he's going, no, it wasn't me, it was Ignacio! Isn't that Nacho's real name?
I have no idea. The reason I showed
So
that...
I wonder what they're talking about then. Either something with Salamanca or something that we're going to see, even if I'm right. I could be completely wrong.
Maybe. I just liked it because I thought it fit in perfectly with the scene against the community service guy. And also, if you remember the first season when Tuco had him out in the desert and how he just froze up, didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
But now you see how dealing with all this shit, how he's almost there. So...
Yeah.
I'm getting excited.
All the groundwork is being and the dollar business. Give me a
wheels
dollar
are
and I'll represent you. Now I'm your lawyer. So yeah,
the wheels are in motion.
Yeah, the groundwork is being laid.
All right. Well, we got 2 episodes left: Fall and Lantern.
Ooh.
Then I don't know what to do. Oh, then I guess Game of Thrones.
That's July.
July 17th, right?
That's close.
Yeah.
Man, it's June already. Holy shit. It's nuts.
And 7 episodes of Game of Thrones, right?
7, and then the final season will be 6.
6? Oh, okay.
Yeah. As I think there's 13 total, and they're splitting it 7 and 6. Right? 7 plus 6 is 13?
Sure.
Why not? Why not?
Computer, what is 7 plus 4?
The sum of 7 and 4 is 11.
You know
Make
what
it
I
so.
was going to say? I'm glad I kept my mouth shut. I was going to go 12. Duh. Oh, yeah. I changed my Echo's name to Computer as well. It's fantastic.
Mm-hmm. Computer. Stop.
Problem is, if you say the word computer, it just keeps acting.
Yeah, but it's pretty... I like it better because
Yeah.
she doesn't hear computer too well. See?
Yeah, good. Yeah. If you're watching Star Trek Next Generation and they say, computer, where is locate
Maximum warp in my
so-and-so?"
house.
Yeah.
Just starts flying through space. Shit! How does Amazon have this much power?
Oh, man.
All right, boss, your final thoughts? What's going to happen?
Hey, man.
Kind of quiet this
Slipping
time
Jimmy's
around.
gonna slip some more, make some money.
Boss has
bang
been
some
drinking all my
bitches,
Molsons.
and really
Bang bitches?
get down.
Making bank?
And then Nacho's gonna fucking die because his plans suck. And that's about it.
You think Nacho's a dead man? I think the season finale is then, and what's it called? Lantern?
Mhm.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe not. Well, it
be
could either
Chuck.
be next episode or the season finale when Salamanca is gonna. That's when he's gonna have this
Stroke.
or something or whatever that's gonna lead to him
Ding, ding,
being how he is.
ding,
Yeah, the bellman with his twitchy mouth.
And somehow they're going to make that actor look 50 years older.
Wouldn't you be like that if Tuco had to take care of you?
Sure.
Tuco's cooking for you. Tuco is, oh my god.
He doesn't eat, right? Does he eat? I thought it was all in a bag. Like one of them feed bags they put into your
I
bags.
don't know. I do know that he shits himself.
He does shit.
Yeah.
He loves shitting for Hank.
He shits on command.
Yeah.
He shits for spite.
I'm looking forward to the cliffhanger. I know they're leading up that his stroke is coming soon, but that to me just means it could be happening, but there's always going to be a twist to it. I don't know. I really don't know where it's going to go.
Who can say?
What's the
Tune
cliffhanger?
in next time.
What's the cliffhanger?
I don't know.
Boss?
Hey, man.
I don't know, man. Your guess is as good as mine.
All right.
Well, that's it.
Maybe they have a big party after they all finish community service together, pizza party, and they hang out, have a soda or two, Pepsis.
I don't think it's like
preferably.
summer camp. I don't think people in community service like make best friends.
Same time next summer.
Well, you asked me
Yay!
what I thought, okay?
Okay.
Well,
Damn.
you could have given a better answer.
Shooting
I
it
guess.
down.
Shooting the shit.
Shooting
That's what he
the
does.
shit.
That was shit, and he shot it.
Should we hype any of our future content?
No, not yet. No.
Nope. Not ready.
Just know a lot of stuff is coming.
Yes.
Oh, things will
Good
come.
stuff.
Come and see.
And you'll pee?
In a toilet of your imagination.
Wow. I'm Oxnard.
I'm boss.
I'm Dexter.
There were no comments this week,
Yeah.
so
Comment, please.
Each episode is getting like less views,
less views, less views.
interaction.
Hey, less stress.
Yeah.
Maybe people are like waiting for the episodes to build up, then they binge it, then they binge us. You know?
Or we just lost them.
Yeah,
they're
that's
gone.
probably it.
Yeah. Goodbye, anybody who's listening. Probably nobody.
Thank you for listening.
If you are, if anyone is, thank you. You're the
Yeah.
best.
Goodbye.